What's up, y'all? So you know what it is. It's another Get Ready With Me work blog. I kind of missed these, so I'm glad we back to doing this. So today's scent is gin. I got the cologne. I got the body wash, lotion, and the spray. So we getting ready. I just packed my vitamins. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about, where is it? Let me get it. About our new schedule and the runs that we picked. So we just picked our new schedule. I got yours. Where's mine? So we just picked our new schedule, and I can't lie, we kind of excited about that because a lot. Because I went from the AM board. Thank you. That's yours.
Yes.
So I'm gonna show y'all what the it's called a picking choice slip. It's basically when you show up every 6 months on the real side. Every 6 months we show up to 54th, or you can call in and you pick your new schedule, you pick your new run, and that's a whole little, we'll get into that. But this is what the sheet looks like. So it got my runs on here, it got my off days, and then once you pick everything, you got to sign off on it. CTA keep a copy, and then they give you a copy. So when that day come, you know, hey, on this day, your new schedule will start. So you won't, have any mishaps or anything like that. But excited because I went from AM board. Then where did I go? I picked midnights. I picked midnights for 6 months. Then currently we pick PMs. Now we going to the AM. Y'all, your boy seniority then took off, okay? I'm operating in the AMs. I'm in the morning now. You understand me? My seniority, I am so excited. Boy, I was like a kid in a candy store. Because y'all, like, I know I would say the last two picks, I had like anxiety. I just got to be honest. I'm just like, because you picking something that's going to affect you. You picking a schedule that's going to affect you for the next 6 months of your life. So you want to know that you're getting it right. So I'm like, man, so I just go in there with confidence. I was just like, man, a day or two before, I said, I ain't worrying about nothing. I'm just going to go in there with confidence. I'm going to tell them what I want. And y'all, that's what I did. I walked in there. I had a smile on my face. I said, y'all was waiting on me. They said, yeah, come on, Perteets, go ahead and pick. They said, what do you want? I said, I want mornings and no swings. And they was like, oh, out of where? I said, out of O'Hare. I want mornings, no swings, out of O'Hare. And they was like, yeah, we finna find out. But y'all, it worked in my favor. They started looking and crunching the numbers. And I was able to get O'Hare, AM, no swings. Now, it is a C trick because every day, as you can see, let me see if you can see, I got different runs every day. I got a different run every day. So I wasn't able to pick a straight run straight across like I normally do or like I would like to do. I'm big on that. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird tradition. You kind of like, you want to pick something straight across just so you know what you're doing every day. And then you won't be confused because when you at work and control or something calling you, and they be like, 109, they calling you, you like, wait a second, I'm 109 today. Oh, I'm sorry, control. Then you got to respond. Like that has happened to me on the board. They was calling me, I was working the pink line, and she like 307. I say 307 control. She say, there he go. She say, you got workers on the right of way. I say, okay, control, workers ahead. But that's what happened when you like confused and you don't know what you got. But I'm gonna make it happen, y'all. I got Sundays, I'm 109. Monday, so our work week our first day starts on Sundays. So it's Sunday through Saturday. Saturday is the 7th day. So Sunday I'm 109, Monday I'm 112, Tuesday I'm 122. I got Wednesday, Thursday off, y'all. Y'all got the holidays off, paid. You understand me? Friday I'm 121, and then Saturday I'm 114. So they all start around like between 6 and 7:30ish in the morning, and they all get off like 3, 4, 4:30, somewhere in there. So I said, yo, I like that. I like to get in and get out. I like the, the earliness of it. And then that way I feel like I got the rest of my day to go to the gym, do laundry, whatever I need to do. If there's a store or something that's still open, I can do it. I couldn't really do that with these other schedules because you're getting off at 11 o'clock at night. Yo, David Martinez, if you watching this video, I know you probably kicking yourself because this guy, y'all, every Saturday and Sunday, I would come in, I would start at 4, 5 p.m. and I wouldn't get off until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. And he'd be like, damn, bro, what time you starting? You starting now? I'm finna get off soon. And I got more seniority than him. And the first couple times I'd be like, well, this is what I picked. This is what I wanted. I wanted something starting late so I can, kind of beat the rush, kind of, so to speak. But he kept on saying it. And that bug got in my ear, and I'm like, yo, I'm coming for that spot. I'm like, you ain't getting off early no more, because I got more seniority than you. I'm finna take what you got. I'm taking your run. I'm getting off early now. So I know he finna be kicking himself now, because if he had never opened his big mouth, which he got a big mouth, I wouldn't have never known that and I said, wait a second, he ain't got that much seniority and he getting off before me. So I know I can get off early on the weekends. So that's what happened. And y'all, someone, who here, she's an O'Hare operator again.
Woo!
So the last pick, come on, I'll let you explain it.
Oh, I'm doing fun there. But yes. Hello, I cannot see you, but I think you can see me. Okay. I'm so excited because when I came blue, right, when I first started, I was the green line, right? And then the system pick happened, section pick happened. I picked blue line and I was an O'Hare operator. Amazing feeling. However, this current pick that we're on, I was out of Forest Park. And the only thing that I don't like about Forest Park is like I have to drive to Forest Park. I like the idea of not having to drive, put mileage on my truck, put gas, have to put gas in it every so often. And so now that I'm officially back an O'Hare operator, you understand me? I'm so excited. I ain't got to deal with the 290. I ain't got to deal with the streets. Because sometimes the GPS will tell me to take like Division all the way down to Harlem and Harlem up. I'm like, I don't got to deal with none of that. But not only that, you guys, this girl right here, your BFF, we have Wednesday, Thursday off again. And it's my first time in 3 years that I've worked with CTA that I have holidays off. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand how excited I am? Okay, so I got Thanksgiving off the day before and, of course, the day of. I have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and then New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. Do you know how big that is? I'm so excited. Also, you know how Adrian said he said that he went in there talking about, I want AMs, no swings. Papa, I didn't get so lucky. It's okay, though. I got lucky. No. I got lucky. I'm going to reclaim that. I did get lucky because it was either, let's see your sheet. It was either take a swing, right? And if you don't know what a swing is you do your first half, right, a few hours, and then you sit for like anywhere between 2 to 4 hours, and then you go back out for your second half, and you do a few hours, and you're done. Those type of swings, those type of runs, those are not a hot commodity, right? Because you don't want to be at work or on premises for 12 hours, only getting paid 8. You know what I'm saying? So, but my options were, by the time I picked, were take a swing or you get off at 2 a.m. And what do you think I did? And if you follow me on social media, you know the answer to that. I picked swings. So on Sundays, your girl got 112. 112 is not a swing. On the weekends, there's no swings on the weekend. So on Sundays, I'm 112. I think that gets off anywhere between, I think like
It starts
4,
at
like 7 or 8, gets off at like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then Monday, Tuesday, Friday is the same run, right? So they made me pick a run that was straight through. That was one thing that they didn't give me that leisure that they gave you, which is fine. It's just it's just part of the job, right? Part of the picking process. So I had to pick 126, which is a swing. I started at 6, get off at 6, which is freaking amazing. That is getting off, number one, being an AM operator. I've never been an AM operator on the blue line. So I'm kind of nervous but excited at the same time. Like I'm rolling with the big dogs, like you be saying, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's how I started. That's how I got my wings.
Yeah.
I started with veterans.
Yeah.
People that you know, that kind of like push you.
Yes.
You strive to be a better operator. You strive to be the best employee you can.
Right.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working
because
in the
you
AM.
really get to, I feel like in the AM, it forces you to do what you got to do and not, like have people look at you a little sideways like, what the hell were you doing out there? But so like it forces you to do your job the way you're supposed to and thoroughly and not cause no delays.
So I've worked the AM rush and I've worked the PM rush, and I can definitely say there's more at stake in the AM rush because it's like, man, let's go. I got to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that feeling. When you got to get to work and you feeling like, man, I'm finna get a miss or I'm gonna be late or something. So it's like, it feel like it's more at stake in the AM rush. I would say that. So in your head, you like, man, let's go, let's move. Doors closing, step on in, let's roll, because you don't have time to play. We're here for the customers. The main objective is to get the customer to their destination as fast and as safe as humanly possible. Right. So that's what's on my mind. I'm like, I got to get them to work. I got to get them, because some people just don't get off at a station. They have to connect with another bus. So I want you there early, so you waiting on the bus, not you getting off the train. Now you got to run up to the bus stop to catch your bus. No, I don't want that. So if I can control it, then I'm gonna have you there early. And I think you're gonna do well because you know the route. You've learned this route, and you learned it when you work midnights.
Right.
So now you know the route. You know what you know what you can do. You know what you can't do. You know how things should be ran. And I must say, like, it was a learning experience. Like, when you operate during the day and then you operate at night, those tracks and that area looks so different. So now, when you combine the two, you know what's out there.
Yes.
But I remember my first time operating at night, I was out there squinting. I'm like, man, is my glasses on? I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, bro, for real.
It's and you wouldn't think that, but you got to think like especially when you're elevated, you're kind of above the lights, it's dark up there.
I was just about to bring that up because when I started, I was green, right? Strictly elevated, and I was on the PM, so I was already used to working in the nighttime. But now I'm in the subway, and I come out the subway, and it's still dark.
Yeah,
it was a learning.
It's a learning curve, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's like, I know what's there, but because it's like your mind playing tricks on you. Like when you see stuff reflecting at night or it's not enough light, you like, who is that? That's what I'm saying. You gotta like clean your glasses. You like, who out here? But y'all, we excited. We just wanted to come to y'all.
Oh, and on Fridays I'm 110. Sorry.
Okay.
No. Saturdays. Sorry.
Saturdays you 110. Okay. Yeah, Wait, what are you on Fridays?
126. So
okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I'm 126.
Okay, got you.
110 on Saturdays. And what am I on Sundays?
112. Yep. So this how her sheet look, y'all. This her sheet. I showed you my sheet. So y'all, we excited. We excited for this new schedule. Man, we've been reading the comments. Y'all been knocking out y'all assessments. Y'all been passing y'all bus operator assessments. Y'all tests. Man, we happy. We excited for y'all. And we're going to welcome y'all aboard. Y'all have any other questions, comments, make sure y'all drop them down. Y'all want us to do more videos, maybe something we ain't talked about. We're more than happy and willing to talk about it. We got more bus tours on the way. We just got to edit them. Like I said, we so excited for y'all because y'all don't know how it makes us feel, like, to know that our video helped you all to, get to a next step in your life and make some good money. It's so rewarding to know that we've been a part of that. So our hope is to build this work class community up. And I'm thinking about maybe we should start like a Discord or something, where we can talk and communicate with y'all, have our own little chat. We go live and we just talk about different things about the job. I think that would be better because we can engage with y'all on the spot with the questions y'all have, like, no, this what you want to do, or, get you the question right away. It may be something you need to know right away. And, you could just hit the chat or hit the Discord. So we're going to look into that. I think that'll be beneficial. You think so?
Yeah. I like
Yep. Yeah. So, y'all, we appreciate y'all. Hope this message find you well. What else? That's it, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.